It is cold. What's up, guys? Kai with TK Speed Shop, and today we are working on the Monte Carlo again. Yep. Now, not gonna be an Aces video this time. Nope. Did 3 of those in a row. We got to give you guys some variety. If you haven't noticed, we kind of just don't stick on one sole project because it gets stale and boring. So we like to move around, and that's also because I have a habit. But yeah, so we're getting stuff kind of cleared out. This is the next to get moved up out the way for the time being. It's almost the end of the year, so we have to kind of get all this stuff razzle-dazzle, sprinkled up, you know, the works. But on this table, I basically have, I got a couple more parts coming in, so throughout this video, some more stuff will be sprinkled in. But we basically have everything here to put into here for us to realistically move this thing. That's right. Brakes, shifter, the works. We got all that little nitpicky stuff so we can kind of finally get this moving, because there's not much tuning on the Aces system that I can really do as of now until I have it moving. That way I can record and data log and see how all those things start to, you see what I'm saying? The car's finally about to move, okay? After 3 long years. But we got some stuff from Speedway. We got some shift work stuff. We're going to be making a shift cable, shift linkage, doodad, mathangi. We got some brake lines. That means we're going to be up underneath the vehicle doing God knows what, trying to fish brake lines in the vehicle that we already built. So, but enough of all of this. Let's grab the jack, get this in the air, and I guess we'll tackle the brakes first. Like I got to put calipers and stuff on the front. There's never been any calipers or anything on that, believe it or not. It's just been dangling. All right, as you can see, there is no brake caliper here. We aim to fix that. All right. Guys, I am so excited to be this far in. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think I was ever gonna finish this project because I kept finding more stuff that I wanted to do. Like, I just kept finding more and more things. Like, I'm pretty sure I could have procrastinated this build a little bit longer because I wanted to do a rear end swap in this. I wanted to put like one of Speedway's 12 bolt setups that they have. I wanted to do one of those in here. But it's time for us to go ahead and tie all this stuff down, more or less. Speedway sells a set for the spindle and all that. If you have like a Chevelle, with this being a Monte Carlo, we already had disc brakes in the front anyway. But if you didn't know, or if you haven't watched any of my other videos, well, I don't think I've ever covered this actually. I have drop spindles on the front of this. They're Speedway brand. They look good. Everything that you see right here is Speedway. All this is Speedway. From the control arms, to the lowers, to the spindle, to the rotor, the bracketry, the works. Everything is Speedway. So, it's only right to finish it with Speedway. So, Speedway sells a kit that has the calipers you need and all that stuff. Now, these are like replacement A-body calipers, so anything from 60, I think, correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments section, Monte Carlos came from the factory with disc brakes in 70. Chevelle's and other A-bodies did not. I believe 72, it was mandated that they have disc up front. I'm not 100% on that. But These calipers go anywhere between 66 to 77 A bodies. So if you buy like a spindle kit to convert your earlier A body to disc up front, these will work. These will work. I'll put these part numbers down below. I mean, honestly, I believe they're off the shelf A body calipers anyway, but whatever. I think both of these calipers, the pads and the bolts and stuff, I think that ran me like $150, $150. Now, this is temporary. I will be doing like a wheelwood setup with wheelwood calipers and all that, because we done spent a lot of money building this car, so I don't want to cheat myself out. But I do want to get this car moving. So, plus, I'm not going to spoil it yet, but we have another vehicle that's going to be joining the channel next year. And this right here, and this this right here, this rotor setup, and all of this stuff right here will go onto that vehicle. So I don't feel like I wasted money purchasing any of this stuff. There we go. We got these on. Everything's bolted up as it should. I'm gonna have to get up underneath this vehicle and fish this pre-bent line from the master to all of this stuff. I'm pretty sure you don't want to watch me do that kind of crap, because that sucks. So you're not gonna watch me do this. This is probably gonna take me a lot of time. But word of advice: do this kind of stuff before you get the drivetrain and everything in. Make life easier on yourself. You can only imagine how much of a pain in the ass it is to fish this freaking line up underneath here and do all this. I just kind of wanted to show you that. Definitely not on my bingo card. God dog it. Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna do this again. Comment down below. What are you working on? I got a lot of good comments in one of my videos asking what are you guys working on, and it's good to see what kind of projects and stuff you guys are working with. Like I said, I could record all this little small nitpick stuff like this, but I mean, do I really need to? If that's something you guys want to see, comment that down below too, so I'll know in the next video to actually start recording stuff like this and we make the videos longer. But I just wanted to crawl up underneath here and show you guys that real quick. See you in a few. That sucked. Big suck. But you see them shiny lines? That's right. Those shiny lines are ran. They're ran. That was a bunch of suck. Okay? So, backstory. I bought a kit of brake lines. I think I talked about it a couple videos ago for Chevelle, and they didn't fit quite right. I bought the Monte Carlo lines. They still something Chevelle lines. They fit worse. So I got a spare lines now. I just made the first set work. Bending and whatnot. But we're good on all that. So what I need to do is I need to take this back line right here that's supposed to join at a union and connect it to that line that's dangling that you see right there. But because I'm OCD and I want to tuck it up inside the frame like the factory had it, that requires me to jack transmission up, drop the cross member, push it in there, put the cross member back up, and go ahead and change that transmission mount out that's missing the spacer, so I can get a little bit more oomph in the backside of the motor. Because if you haven't noticed, the angle of this, which I noticed this when I did it, and someone pointed out in one of my videos, which I'm glad he did because he reminded me anyway. You see how that fitting's hitting back there on the firewall or my AC delete box? Yeah, that doesn't supposed to do that. I need to put a little the big thick spacer that comes on the transmission poly mounts. Whatever. I don't feel like doing that right now. So now we're finna shift gears. I got a new vise. And the best time to use a new vise is I got this package from ShiftWorks. This. This CPP automatic shifter linkage. Okay, now let's talk about shifters. For the time being, I'm going to run the split bench up front. That's temporary. We'll eventually put buckets in. Again, we're trying to get this down the road. It's not getting it right, it's getting it running at this point. Okay, so I will be using the column shifter. I'm waiting on my eBay column shifter that I ordered for the correct shifter. I'm gonna try this. Okay, I've seen a lot of reviews on this. It's fully adjustable. I think I can make this work. As long as we can get it to go through the gears and not crash into any freaking damn thing, we should be good. Now, in the future plan of the Monte Carlo is if I blow up that transmission, I plan on putting like a CD009, or I'm putting some kind of variation. It could be a T56, it could be a TKO, it could be something, okay? I want to go with a stick in this car. So I'm going to hold off cutting a hole in the floor until I get that shifter in there, and that requires just blowing up that Turbo 400 that's in there right now. So we will just run it with the column shifter. Come on. Everything's been fighting me. That's all right. Come on, man. There we go. Okay. Big stinking rod. This connects to your shifter. Well, the lever on the transmission. We're going to figure all this stuff out. Okie dokie. I don't know how good you can see up in here, but the goal is to get this old shifter off. Or this old shifter linkage. It sucks. There we go. Okay, we got this loose enough. Put that back in park. Okay. Now how do we get this off? I got the little set nut off. I wonder if I could put a flat bar on that. There we go. Let's make sure this is all the way in park first. Yep, this is all the way in park, so this slides off. This is our little bracket that we just took off. So basically, now we take this little piece and it slides over it. Actually, while I'm down here, I'm gonna take the time to clean that little hole out. Bunch of dirt and crap up in there. Okay, I think I'm starting to see what's going on here. There's so much crap and trash up in there that I'm gonna have to clean all that out because this is not gonna sit properly. Okay, and it's not gonna sit all the way on the base because there is like, let's see if I can get you up in here. See that? Well, you see that little base right there? I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, it's supposed to sit on that base right there. So let me get this on here and I'm gonna bring you back. This is a very awkward position to be in. I really need a lift. All right, after getting that trash out of there, we definitely got it in, okay? Let me show you. We're in first, second, first, second, third, neutral, reverse, park. All right, the instructions say put this in the 8 o'clock position. This is the 8 o'clock position. So now that I got this like this, let's look at this paper again and figure out where do we go from there. Okay, so basically we need to position the swivel rod, which would be this one. This is the swivel rod. Position the swivel rod and okay, I see what's going on here. So basically this swivel rod is going to connect down there with this piece right here. This is how we're going to connect the swivel rod. And this other little piece that we have, this is depending on what transmission you got. So this will go in through here. This will go like this. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the threaded end of this rod, and the threaded end of this rod is what we're going to thread into this. I'm just going to lock it out like that. Okay, so basically now we're going to take this, connect this down there on that lever, and then we're going to get our first measurement where we need to bend it. You know, I'm glad I really didn't record much of this. Yeah, getting this stuff kind of lined up. So I got my little piece right here. I'm going to flip that to the back side. I got this rod in the position kind of where I want it. And now I got to take this rod back out, bend it where I got that tape mark at. I had to position it in such a way. I wanted to kind of position the rod in the middle, but because of O2 sensors, I don't really have that option, as you can see. So I'm kind of stuck with it being in this particular position, but that should be good enough to push it down and move it where it needs to be at. We're about to find out anyway. So I'm about to take this rod back off and I'm about to bend it. This has been the least favorite thing for me to do, is this freaking line right here. I have went ahead and decided that right here at this tape line is where I need to cut it off at, but man, this freaking sucked. I hate every part of this. Right here at this freaking tape line. Or is it that tape line? Great. Now I got to put it back on and remember which tape line it is. You know what? I'm just going to get a marker. Look, gang, I'm about to go ahead and call it a night. We're going to jump back on this tomorrow. It's gotten pretty late. I got work in the morning, but I did finish the rod. Guys, I'm just going to be 100% honest with you. There is no possible way for me to really explain how to make this other than you order the kit, you put the rod in, and then from there you start making the adjustments. Wherever you need a little bend at, you put a little bend in it, and then you just go on and so forth. But remember, as you put your bend in it, you're taking away from the top end too. So like everything has to be crucial. And then when you get your final spec, you got to make the extremely crucial part of cutting it. And if you F that up, it's going to be 100% real with you. Unless you're a pretty good welder, and this is stainless steel, it's going to cost you about another hundo to get another one of these. Again, pretty simple, pretty straightforward. It's just a pain in the ass. It's kind of hard to explain. Well, not really explain. It's kind of hard to show you. With all of this crammed up in there, just know we have a shifter rod now. So that's awesome. I have been going through like my stash of parts, and for whatever reason I cannot find my frame brackets for the brake hose. So that's awesome. I had to get on Classic Industries and order a set for both sides. So that freaking sucks. But we got those on the way. We got the brake hoses on the way. I have still yet to jack the transmission up, to snake the brake line up in there, to do all that shindig stuff. So this is gonna be a couple of days kind of thing. It's not gonna be a one day. This is not a one day trick pony. This is gonna be a couple of days. But I think we made some good progress today. We got the brake calipers on. We got the brake lines ran. All that stuff's done. I found the union that I lost like a month ago, so that's great. Waste money on a brake line kit. Even better. But I don't know. It's getting cold. This video is kind of weird. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay. It's a new day. We got some more stuff that came in, some brake line stuff actually. We got our rubber lines and our banjo bolts that I misplaced. We ordered from ground up. I don't know why I like doing that. We ordered from ground up and got these brackets right here for where the rubber line actually attached to. So that's pretty cool. So we're gonna go ahead and throw this stuff on there and get that lined up. Also, guys, since we're in the middle of all this stuff right now, you've probably already seen the past video. Apologize about that. My audio was, kind of ass. It's part of it. Alright, let's see. So you're going to bolt like this. Like this. And I want this. Yep, just like that. What, no clips to catch this? What kind of booty crap is this? Well, let me see, can I find some clips? These are Amazon graded brake line thingamabobbles. I hope these work. Okay. Well, that ain't gonna work if I do something like that, huh? I mean, that definitely holds it in place, but I feel like it's not a snug fit. They're loose. They'll work temporary, but they're definitely loose. We need to get some actual brake holders, but they'll work. Guys, comment down below. It's Christmas time. What you getting for Christmas? You got any of them Harley Terminator X's for Christmas? Any of them Aces EFIs for Christmas? I wear 77 Trans Am parts if you want to send me something for Christmas. Okay, brake lines taken care of in the front. We got everything locked up in there. This side too. Boom shakalaka. Brake lines locked up. I gotta bleed this. I gotta bench bleed this master cylinder. So that's gonna be fun. Look at this big mamma jamma. Look at that big old bathtub right there. All right. Now, usually you take you some lines like this and you kind of just whoop, and you put them in there and You put the fluid in there and you just pump the ever-living crap out of it, and it'll rise and do what it needs to do and whatnot. Most people take their master cylinders, they put it on a vise, they take a rod, and it, yeah, you can do it in the car too if you're self-set up, but it's easier to do it. Go ahead and do that on a vise. I'm backwards today. Screw it. We're just going to let it ride. I still got to get up underneath here. And see that line right there? That line right there. That's my brake line. Yes, it is. I need to get this line on the inside of this frame rail. And for me to do that, I have to drop this transmission. Move this transmission cross member out the way because I can't snake past that. And then I have to bada bing, bada boom, all that stuff back up in there just for that one freaking brake line. Hey, before I get too far into this, I want to shout out that guy that commented on one of my videos. He noticed that my engine was definitely at an angle. I too noticed that, and I knew that I didn't put that spacer plate. I'll show you. It's not really a spacer, but on these mounts right here, you got a plate that goes on the top. I didn't have that plate in there. I knew I was gonna have to get my ass back down there, but I mean, dude, I thought it was pretty cool that you went ahead and got down there in the comment section just to let me know. I appreciate that, but this is for you, bro. It's in there. This is for you. Now, let me finish hugging all this stuff back up, and man, this sucks ass, because again, we got to get that replaced, and then I got to loosen this trans cross member so I can get over there to those brake lines and yeah, tuck them into the frame. So I hate time lapsing. There's no point for you seeing all this stuff. It's literally a couple bolts holding this to the frame any dang way. So I'm just going to knock that out. Then we're going to come back on top, and then we're going to formulate a game plan. Okay. I went up underneath the car. I did all that stuff. Went ahead, got the old lady. We started braking. Okay. Watch this. Let off the brake. Now put your foot on the brake. Okay, so front's good. Back no bueno. Come to find out that car been off the road for 30-something, 40-something plus years. Of course the wheel cylinders are bad. So now I have to order wheel cylinders because I get no fluid to the back. But I did verify that fluid was coming through the line in the backside of it. So, yeah.
It's a blast. I just wanted to stop as it should.
All right, new night, because it's nighttime, had a long day at work, came home. I went ahead and I ordered all those rear brake parts that we need, the wheel cylinders and the pads and the hardware and all that. Guys, I got just enough brake pedal. I believe that I can move this because we've already bleed the front off camera with the old lady. I know I shouldn't. I know I should just wait, but I want to move it. Big, I got too much stuff in here, but it moved. Guys, look at this. This is a lot. This is a lot of ass to move. Okay, look how close we are. and this thing in the bobble right here. We're cutting it close, gang. I wonder if I could cut the wheel a little bit more. This is a fairly large ass fucking car. That's the fans. Yes, we need more transmission fluid. Okay, so I had to get off camera for a minute. I kind of got freaking emotional. Like, guys, you don't understand. Well, you probably understand if you ever got something, you know, together and did all this, that, and the other. But this car has literally fought me since the moment I started working on it almost 4 years ago. What year are we in? 3 years ago, whatever. This car has fought me every step of the way. But okay, I'm gonna stop playing around. You just don't understand how. You guys know what I'm trying to say. It's that. We're gonna go ahead and call it a night. I'm gonna wait for those actual brake parts to come in because the brakes, oh my God, they are. I'm standing up all the way on them. You feel me? Like I'm like this on the brakes. You got me? That's how hard I am on the brakes to get it to stop. So we're gonna go ahead and get that stuff for the drums, and we're gonna bleed the brakes all over again and all that. I'll just bring you guys back when all that drum stuff come in, and maybe, just maybe then we could kind of, you know, drive it about this shop. I'll see you later. Got it started. I've been sick these past couple days. We got the back brakes in. We're not even going to install it. We're already here. If the front brakes won't hold, the rear never would have. You see what I'm saying? So, it's been 4 years. 4 years of ups and downs working on this. And we're going to move it. Come on, dude.
All right, guys, I sent Kid on first run. He has been itching for this car just as much as we have. And normally, me and his daddy are out here, and especially in the winter, he is inside. He gets cold quick. So let's see his face once he gets out. They turn it around now. Mud. Was it fun, dude?
Yes!
4 freaking years. 4.
I don't know who's more excited, the grown one or the little one.
It moves. Them brakes definitely need, I definitely need the rear brakes, I will say that. And I do need to have the exhaust hung up. The exhaust stuff and the stuff that I had, the trunk was ruffling around and acting up. But just look at it. Just look at that. That is freaking awesome. It shifted. It did everything that it was supposed to do. This is dope. They even branded it. Oh man, this is dope.
Karen, you got first run this time. I ain't even been in it yet. You got first run.
Oh man.
No, it's your turn.
Now it's my turn.
He said it's your turn.
All right, now we got an inside POV.
Yep.
Now it's Mom's turn. I gotta have the window up. I'm cold. All set. Love you. I'm so excited.
Running the aces.
Karen's trying to count us down, Dad.
Yep.
Gotta let everything
The exhaust is definitely really, really low. All right, we gonna have to like tough that up. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. Oh my goodness. It's like there.
Hold on.
You know, being sick and everything. Even though this makes everything worth it. You know that?
Yeah.
This makes everything worth it. This was awesome.
I love it. I love it. I gotta get my shoes back on because I don't wear my shoes in here.
Merry Christmas, gang.
Merry Christmas!
Guys, I can't. Oh man, I can't describe how I'm feeling right now. Like, bro, it's so freaking weird having this open spot in here now because we technically got the money going. Is it perfect? Absolutely not. But it's running, it's driving. There's a couple things that I'm going to have to shake down. My steering, I'm going to have to adjust, I'm going to have to do a little bit better with my alignment. I'm going to have to tighten some stuff up probably. That exhaust hangs super duper low, like super duper low. We're going to have to get that stuff figured out. Everything on the ACES side of it ran perfectly fine. My transmission shift, even though it's not trans controls, all that stuff was good. The only thing that I kind of had a couple questions for is I noticed that running the ACES system, when I put it into gear, it didn't do the typical but it didn't do the typical RPM drop. I don't know what that's about. I got plenty of trans fluid in it. The transmission is a Turbo 400. It's really good. I got the modulator hooked up correctly. All that stuff's done, so we shouldn't have any issues with any of that stuff. I'll probably dive into it. My AFRs was really good. It got up to about 14.9, give or take, just cruising it. Part throttle, I kind of got it to 13.9 and just idling it. It hung out around like 14.1, 14.3. All that stuff's good. Can't complain about any of that. We're just gonna have to test it. The fans worked perfectly fine. Didn't have no issues with any of that stuff. But overall, like, guys, Merry freaking Christmas. You hear me? Merry freaking Christmas. I don't know what the next video is going to entail. I don't know if we're going to work on something on the Monte Carlo or if we're going to start picking apart that parts car for the 77 Trans Am. I don't know yet. Heck, if I don't feel any better within these next couple of days, we might have to postpone that video. Let's just hope that doesn't come to fruition. Let's just hope whatever I got going on is up and out my system in the next day or so. But I want to take this time to say thank you guys so freaking much. Like, you don't even understand that this car, other than the Dodge, this car has been on the channel since the very first year. That 300K 6.0 motor that we had, that we torn apart, that you guys suggested that I take to the machine shop. We went and got all that stuff done. Then we built the remainder of the block. YouTube has helped me in more ways than one. Because for the biggest thing is I procrastinate a lot, okay? I do a lot of procrastination. And that's how I end up with all these projects, and I end up with all these things going on, and I'm here, and it's just, I can't focus on something. I might need medication, who knows? But having YouTube there, having a platform for me to upload my content, and for you guys to come along for the ride and get invested just as much as me, you guys want to see this stuff done, motivates me and keeps me on track to actually get this stuff done. So I mean it when I say that I wouldn't be here without you guys. Like, I really mean that, because it probably could have took another 4 years for this car to get done. Who knows? Because I procrastinate. And because you guys love this kind of stuff so much, I mean, it motivates me. But let me stop getting all emotional, guys. I'm over the moon. 4 freaking years from a shell to this. God dog, man. Be safe. Drink plenty of hot cocoa. Stay warm. Stay hydrated. And I'll see you in the next video. Yes! I got my fucking car running.